Let's go to the syllabus right quickly. Most of this is information you can read for yourself. The most important thing right now is the textbook and other materials. The only thing that's required as far as purchasing is a MyMathLab access code, which can be bought in on the online bookstore, the student access kit. You can also use a scientific calculator or any TI graphing calculator number TI-84 or below. No other calculators are allowed, especially ones that have a computer algebra system, which means they recognize variables as variables. For example, the TI-89, TI-92, and TI-Inspire are not allowed. This is a number you want to contact anytime you have a technical issue with MyMathLab. This is my information. These are my office hours. If you happen to be around London, I'm in Laurel South Campus, room 112. Email is by far the best way to contact me. If you do call my office number, make sure you leave a message, otherwise I won't call back because I don't know who you are. January 18th. If you haven't completed the syllabus quiz on Blackboard by the end of that day, you will be reported as a no-show, which means you'll probably be deleted from the course. Final exam. 25% of the class is the final exam. 25% of the final grade, that is. In order to pass this class, you must make at least a 50% on the final exam, and once that grade is included in the overall score, you must have at least an overall course average of 70%. Final exam is comprehensive. It is pass or protected. It must be taken with a proctor at your local college, a testing person in your local college. If you do not do your own work, you will not make a 50%. I can almost guarantee you that. So as you're doing all your coursework, make sure you do your own work. You'll be doing really well to make it 20% if you haven't been doing your own work. Trust me on that one. Grading scale, MP grade, you can read that for yourself. You have until May the 8th to take the final exam. That's the last day to take the final exam. It's a 2-hour time limit. You can take it earlier. This class has 5 units, so if you finish all 5 units early, you can take the final exam early. In fact, if you take the final exam after April the 19th, you only have 1 attempt. However, a second attempt will be granted if you take the final exam, the first attempt, before April the 19th. Got that? So if you take the first attempt on or before April the 19th, and you want a second attempt, you can get a second attempt on the final exam. That second attempt is also pass or protected. Either attempt on the final exam is pass or protected. It must be taken with a proctor. The second attempt is granted in addition to taking the first attempt by April the 19th if you do the final exam review with at least a 90%. So it's just not a second attempt because you want one. You got to do some extra work also to get that second attempt. So April the 19th is a big day. And by the way, the 2 attempts will not be the same at all. They'll be completely different problems. Promise you. Don't cheat. Once again, here's some more information about the calculator. This is an online class, so attendance isn't an issue. Really. Withdrawal. You have until midterm to withdraw on your own. After that, you need my permission or my signature. Most schools accept an email, so just keep that in mind. May the 3rd is the last day that you can withdraw. Makeup work, late work policy. If you do not complete quizzes by their due dates, instead of 70% being required on the associated homework assignments, you must make at least an 80. Exit test. If you do not complete those by their due dates, you must make at least 80 in all the homework assignments and quizzes. Now these quizzes and tests can be taken after the due date to improve low scores if you want to, but you still have to earn 80%. So in order to gain access to any quiz or test, the associated assignments must be completed with scores of at least 80%. But I say you go for the 100. Just keep that in mind. This is a breakdown of the grading. Homeworks are 20% total, quizzes are 10%. Unit exit test total are 45%. Now that's actually 9% each, and the final exam is 25%. So here's the process. take the syllabus quiz. You gotta take that first. That's where you find the MyMathLab course ID that you'll need to register MyMathLab. That quiz grade isn't included in your overall grade. All grade assignments are found in the MyMathLab system. There's 5 units. You'll complete each homework at the same percent. If you don't, you can't go to the next homework assignment or quiz. That's what that means right here. You can access the quizzes until you make 10%. You can do each homework problem as many times as you want. You can do each quiz as many times as you want. Each quiz is different. I keep the highest grade on the quizzes. You cannot access the tests until you make 10% on all the quizzes. The highest grade is kept. There's also bonus points. Bonus points are earned for completing each unit ahead of schedule and also for completing unit test bonus point questions. Those are found within the MyMathLab system. So, if you do complete a unit test before the due date, you'll get 5% extra. If you miss the due date on the quizzes, you must make at least 8% on the corresponding homework assignments to gain access after the due dates. For the exit test, you must make at least 8% on the homework assignments and quizzes to gain access after the due dates. That's your punishment. Let's keep that in mind. Final exam, you can read that information once again. I already talked about it once. So make sure you read this carefully. March 29th is when I need your proctor exam, your proctor information for your final exam. March 29th. Earlier would be better, but March 29th is when I really would need it. And here's the schedule of your assignments. This is also can be found in the individual units in MyMathLab. This is also information you may want to read concerning disability concerns or whatever else may be. If you have any questions, let me know.